hover over them in your inventory, and then just left click. Use your mouse wheel to select them. Okay, until you're holding them. Push! There you go. Alright, now left click. No, now you that's right click. That's right click. You're about to throw them. That's right click. Let go of right click. There you go. You can do it. Alright. Do it again until you have 75 health.
Oh God.
Okay, boys, I will check that out while she's gone. See if it makes sense.
Fucking stop me. Thomas is busy. I'm just looking for Wing and a shot at it. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's give that Midnight Wonder Boy a try. Throw that next track wall over there. And I'll try a Midnight Wonder Boy on it. But be careful. Gulp. So you draw a circle and you draw a line for it. Bada bing, bada boom, you got a bomb. Whoa! Look at that hole!
Big nade out here, boy. Bro. you thought I was done, didn't you? You thought I was done. But no. I had more to take. You thought I was done now.
Oh God! Damien's tongue is free, but he doesn't seem to be moving.
Yeah. I don't really know how to say this, but you were getting my tongue unstuck, my dick kinda got stuck in the net. I really don't want to talk about how.
Oh, Damien, don't threaten me with a good time.
Stay
This prank has gotten sort of weird.
This is the robot. The one that's made Apollo. So don't fuck me. I got it.
I'm clipping. Hang on.
ocean swamp. Somewhere shrouded by the night, the sun will shine. Sometimes I see a dying bird fall to the ground, but it used to fly so high. I thought I wore no more than a bystander, till I feel touched so real. I will no longer be a transient when I see smile with tears. If I have never known the sort of farewell and pain of sacrifice,
What else should I recall my mind?
frozen into icy rocks, that's how it starts. Crumble like the sands of time, that's how it ends. Every page of tragedy is thrown away, burned out in the flame. A shoulder for the past, wherever the crest increases for so long. A pair of wings for me at this moment, to soar above this world, turn into shooting stars that break the shrines, the warmth of every heart. May all the beauty be refreshed. May all the beauty be the goodbye to the past, let hope remain across the strongest sun. For this paradise, for me again, to soar above this world, turn into moon that always got the warmth and brightness of the sun. May all the beauty be the
What is up? What is up? What is good? What is good? Woo! Alright. Hello, hello, hello. Well, for anyone that's here, welcome. For anyone that's watching through a past broadcast, welcome. I'm Riding the Phantoms here, variety streamer. Nice to see y'all. I play a wide variety of games here. Let me move some of the stuff out the way. There you go. I play action games, sports games, racing games, JRPGs, RPGs, shooters, you know, any of the like. And my community of fans, we enjoy those same kind of games. Welcome to today's stream. We are back with some more of the Lightning Round podcast. So we are on episode 35 of the podcast. Today, this episode in particular, I'm gonna go solo, but the next episode I am gonna have someone in mind that I'm gonna bring in. But off of the amount of sports that happened the past couple weeks, I figured I covered them. I was gonna cover it last week, but I couldn't get to it because I was having internet issues, and I pray this time around I don't have any more internet issues. But we will see as we go along with today's little episode. So today, to talk about, we have the following things to talk about. We have to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles, of course, along with the NFL. We're going to be talking about the Eagles and their amazing undefeated ride. You know, right now they're on 8-0, the first 8-0 start in franchise history. Absolutely amazing. We're gonna be talking about them for a little bit. We're gonna talk a little bit about the World Series. For me, it's really gonna be a little bit because there really isn't gonna be much to cover. With it, more like it was to say the least, it was an expected World Series. So that's why I'm not gonna cover it as much. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna be talking about the games that are coming out this month. One game in particular coming out tomorrow. One game came out today, so to speak. So back-to-back games coming out this week. We're gonna be talking about that, and I guess we may or may not end it right there. I'm not sure. I guess I'll go a little ad lib, depending on how this whole thing will go. So if anyone's here, like I said, I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone has been taking care of themselves, doing great, feeling well, being well. And yeah, that's all that there is to it that I'm gonna cover. So, first things first, you know what, why not? We'll talk about the games that are coming out for this month, you know. So yeah, like I said, there wasn't gonna be much of an episode to cover, but because there was only gonna be so few things we were gonna talk about, you already know sports is gonna be the one thing on the mind that I'm gonna cover and talk about. But so yeah. Also one more thing, I do have a Yu-Gi-Oh event as well that I'm gonna cover and talk about with that too. So that's another thing. We got to talk about some Yu-Gi-Oh. We got to talk about some, yeah, talk about Yu-Gi-Oh, talk about sports, talk about gaming. But yeah, like I said, we're going to start with the gaming first. So first things first, for games that are coming out for this month, I'm going to go ahead to give you all the games of November. One particular came out, I believe it was the following week. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, it was the previous week. I'm sorry. Here we go. Here, let me pull up my screen here so then that way you guys will know. Give me all this stuff. I wish they had it all in the list. Never mind. There you go. This might be the one I'm looking for. Yes, I know. I should have pulled this up initially. But, I got it pulled up now. So, ain't nothing to sweat about. Alright, so here we go here. The November releases. We got this month with the November releases. Right now, we have the following games that are out either today or will be out tomorrow. We have Soulstone Survivors. We have The Unliving. We have A Little Left to Live. Of course, we got Football Manager. If anyone that's a fan of soccer, got Football Manager. And of course, today, just now, because I'm seeing people tweet about it, we got Sonic Frontiers that's out right now on the PC, the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X, the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Switch. So for anyone right now that's playing the game, please have a great time. Enjoy yourself. Definitely enjoy yourself. Like the usual mutuals that I expect to not even expect, the usual mutuals that you guys are used to seeing here. I would not under any circumstance expect them to be here today because they're absolutely having a blast with Sonic Frontiers, and it's always good to hear. Enjoy your game. Tomorrow, November 9th, we have God of War Ragnarok that is coming out tomorrow. Cannot wait. PS5, PlayStation 4. I'm gonna have myself a very, very fun time having to play the game. Now, here's the deal with me. I may or may not be getting the game tomorrow. I might get it somewhere around. I'm likely gonna get it the week after. I'm gonna get it on the 18th, because that's when I get paid again. Is on the 18th. I got paid on the 4th. I'm not gonna get paid on the 11th, but I will get paid on the 18th. So that's why I'm like, I'm not gonna sweat it all that much. It's only gonna be like a week removed from the game. I'm still gonna have it in my possession either way, unless I get my money back from the from Ticketmaster from my previous ticket. If I get that back, then yeah, I'll get it. We got Dying Light 2, Stay Human. We have Police Simulator, Shadow of the Guild. It sounds like Shadow of Mordor. If that's what it sounds like, Shadow of Mordor, then that's interesting, I think. But yeah, it's coming out for PC, so that's interesting. Modern Warfare 2, which are Battle Pass, Warzone 2 with whatever. And got Gotham Knights Heroic Assault. I don't know what the fuck that is. Was it supposed to be an expansion of the game? Because we already know how it went. What also came out, I guess it did come out in October. Late October, it had to be, because I'm thinking this shit came out I'm thinking it came out around this month. So, but yeah. Bayonetta 3 is also out, of course. It came out on October 28th. Yeah, that's very, very late October. What are my thoughts on pay to win Monster Hunter? What do you mean by that? What's going on with that? Pay to win Monster Hunter. Elaborate, please, Fuyu. Also, welcome. I honestly thought that you would be playing, I legitimately thought that you were going to be playing, Sonic Frontiers by now. Which I would not have blamed you. I would have spent the whole day playing Sonic Frontiers. Because like how I'm probably going to be playing God of War Ragnarok the minute I get my hands on it. So, I definitely would not have blamed you there. But yeah, welcome. Pay to win Monster Hunter. Yeah, I'm going to definitely need you to elaborate on that one. But yeah, you got Bayonetta 3, you got God of War, you have Sonic Frontiers. You have some very good games right now that is out at the moment for y'all to really have some fun with, y'all to really, enjoy yourself with. So, yeah, there you go. For what games I'm going to be personally looking forward to, of course, I'm going to be looking forward to really getting Bayonetta 3. I know it's out already, but I'm going to get the game at some point in time. And when I do get it, I very much cannot wait to see what that's all about. I also cannot wait to see, of course, God of War. As of late, I've been in a God of War mood. I've been playing the old God of War games on the PlayStation 3. I've been playing 1, 2, and 3, of course, through the God of War HD collection. And I also have the God of War Origins collection as well. So, yeah, I really cannot wait. Let me see what this is. Timmy, the Chinese devs owned by Tencent, have partnered with Capcom to make a Monster Hunter for mobile. I'm not a fan. If it's going to be a Monster Hunter pay to win game, I mean, this is not like something that you can get away with, say, trying to think of it. This is not like, say, Honkai or some shit like that you can get away from, with this. Pay us real money to get your weapons and armor. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a fan. But hey, it depends on how it's all done. If it's done like how Honkai is done, it's not going to fly. Because the way how Honkai does it is specific characters in the game. They're story locked until you can get them to play all around elsewhere. The team have made Arena of Valor and Pokemon Unite. Even more of a reason why I'm not interested. I'm sorry, but look, I gotta see how this goes, because at the moment, I'm not exactly too much of a fan with how that's gonna be done. I always felt like Monster Hunter should never stray to pay to win route, especially since, This is especially since we know how the RNG is when it goes to Monster Hunter. Unless they're gonna strip that away and go completely gacha friendly, even then that's risky, because now you're paying your own money just to have a shot to either to have a shot at getting it or to just straight up get it outright. That's why games like like Honkai and Genshin, they're fun, but they're risky with you having to play it. But yeah, like I said, we'll definitely have to see on that one. But yeah, for the time being, I'm not exactly too much of a fan with a Monster Hunter mobile game going pay to win. But it's whatever. I mean, I'm reserving my judgment, but they're doing it because they want to expand availability for hunters old and new. I understand that, but going the gacha route ain't it. I'm sorry. Plenty of ways you can go about it. Going gacha ain't it. Especially knowing how many monsters are in Monster Hunter in general. Going the gacha route ain't it. But yeah, that's it. That's all as you can see, guys, there's not really gonna be much to really talk about for today. I mean, aside from this, there's really not gonna be much. But they haven't said anything else. I'm just expecting it. So am I. I'm also gonna be expecting it. But next we're gonna get the sports. With sports, we're going to talk about the NFL real quick. Of course, we have to cover the NFL. Also, avoid Twitter if you want to avoid Pokemon spoilers. Will do, even though I'm not getting a game. I'm not getting the game, so it's not affecting me any other way. What would affect me is me trying to get Bayonetta or me trying to get God of War. Then that'd be a problem. I'm going to be avoiding spoilers like the plague when it goes to God of War, because I know people are not, they very much can't wait to start talking about the game even after they beat it or even before they beat it, but they're just enjoying all the crazy shit that happens with the game. I was like, you know what, I'm going to avoid that shit like the plague. So yeah, that whole week, the minute God of War comes out tomorrow, I'm really going to be avoiding it. Until I either get enough enough funds to get the game, or I wait this week, or I wait till I get paid. So, trust me, I know exactly what you mean with avoiding spoilers. I know exactly what you mean by avoiding spoilers. So this time, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna stop being sidetracked. So this time, I'm gonna talk about we're gonna talk about some sports real quick. We're gonna talk about it real fast. We already know we got Clap Cheeks already on deck. So, especially one right next to this that I'm going to be talking about. So, for right now, we're going to talk about the Eagles and the Texans real quick. Eagles win 29-17. This goes to my point with the next topic. The Eagles are 8-0 for the first time in franchise history. This is absolutely unprecedented. It's absolutely insane season coming from the Eagles. And it's mainly because it's coming from the improvement of the very own Houston native himself, Jalen Hurts. Yes, you heard right. He is from Houston. Even though he went to Alabama, went to Oklahoma, he's from Houston. Jalen Hurts went 21 of 27, 243 yards, 2 touchdowns. Miles Sanders almost rushed for 100 yards. He had 17 carries for 93 yards. Jalen Hurts also scrambled for 23. Kenneth Gainwell ran for 22, got a touchdown in the red zone. Receiving, Dallas Goedert got 100 yards straight up, flat 100 yards. 8 receptions and a touchdown. A.J. Brown got a touchdown off of 5 receptions and 59 yards. Quez Watkins, is nice to see he get involved for a little bit. He had 2 catches for 25. Devontae Smith, I need to see a little bit more out of him. But to be honest, it's not exactly his fault when you got all these targets all over the place. It's just spreading the ball around. 2 receptions, 22 yards. And that's really all that there is to cover. We already know there's the defense. They picked off Davis Mills twice. They also got Javon Hargrave. He got player. In my opinion, he's up for Defensive Player of the Week. He had 3 sacks, 6 tackles, 3 quarterback hits as well. He did a phenomenal job of helping the team seal the deal. This is especially without their run stuffer in Jordan Davis, who got hurt because the Eagles pretty much got ran on. When you look at the Texans' point of view, Dameon Pierce had a fucking ball game. He had 27 carries for 139 yards. He didn't get a touchdown, but he rushed for 5.1 yards a carry. That is some damn good work. Davis Mills did not do all that good. 13 completions out of 22, 154 yards. He got 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And he did pretty average, and that average is not going to be enough to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Philip Dorsett, he did Chris Moore had a touchdown. Tegan Qualiteriano, that's how you pronounce his name. He got a touchdown as well. There was also a couple sacks, 4 sacks on Jalen Hurts this game. Steven Nelson got a sack. Jerry Hughes, who pretty much ate Jordan Maila's lunch, he had 2 sacks. Kurt Hinish, he got a sack. So yeah, 4 sacks for the Texans. Nice job, but not enough to stop the 8-0 Eagles. And I'm going to talk about this for a little bit with the 8-0 Eagles. So now we need to talk about the Eagles' remaining schedule, because the Eagles' remaining schedule is looking pretty interesting. Of course, the Monday Night Football game, the game I will personally be going to November 14th, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eagles versus Commanders. That if it all goes well, it looks like the Eagles might sweep the Commanders this time around, but we don't know until the games are played. We will definitely find out. Eagles Colts, that's looking like to be a W, and I'm saying this only because the Colts right now are in freaking shambles. And we're gonna talk about them by the time we're done talking about the Eagles. The Packers and the Eagles. Considering how Aaron Rodgers and that team is right now, it is not looking all too well when it goes to the Green Bay Packers. So before it's all said and done, before the Eagles go on to the Titans, which will probably be their toughest matchup yet, their two toughest matchups are right in December with the Titans and the Giants. The Bears, you can't sleep on the Bears. They might be a tough matchup too. The Cowboys, they also might be a tough matchup, and the Saints is a freaking gimme. It's real easy. It's real easy when it goes to the Saints. So yeah, it's crazy. The Eagles don't face the Giants until the later half of the season. They might just get the division, probably everything all locked up beforehand, but we'll have to see with the NFC East, because it's looking to be a very, very tough NFC East, as you can see here. Cowboys, Giants are both at 6-2. The Eagles literally cannot afford to drop a game against neither one of these teams unless these teams themselves, they drop. They have to drop a couple games. Yeah, they got them by 2 games, but that's not enough. And they need to keep on doing what they're doing. The Eagles so far is doing a good job in the division. But yeah, this is very unprecedented work coming from the 2022 Philadelphia Eagles. And it's like I said before, it's thanks to Jalen Hurts. And I've been looking back throughout this past week. I've been looking back at all the receipts that have been said towards Jalen Hurts. You know, whether can he be a starter? Can he throw the football? He's a scrub. He is this. He is that. He is all the doubters and everything that Jalen Hurts has been having throughout these past couple of years. He's pretty much laying all of it to waste by just dominating this season. Now, there have been times where the Eagles have been coming out flat, but they have not let that deter them exactly. Like they haven't stopped them yet. And that's kind of what slightly worries me, because it feels like, yes, it haven't stopped them yet, but you want to know what I have a fear of? I have a fear of that if this goes in the playoffs and the Eagles play like this again, they start having these sloppy performances coming out in the half, and then they have to bounce back or retain themselves. It's going to come to a point where a team is going to come across and take advantage of their sloppy, slow starts, and they're just going to, not let their foot off the gas. I can see the Bills being that one team to do it. I can see the Giants actually being that one team to do it. The Cowboys might be the team to do it if they come out like this. Yes, there's teams within their own division can step on the Eagles' neck and not have them let up. Along with the in my opinion, some teams in the AFC, such as the Bills and the Chiefs. So for the Eagles, I have yet to really truly see a legitimate complete game out of them. I will say that a game where not one time they sat up there and they just did not let their foot off the gas. Even in games where you see it from here with the score, with them having a blowout, there were times where they let their foot off the gas for a bit and they had to be bailed out through that one miraculous play, which was like a sack or an interception, and that's it. Not like a complete dominant ass performance top to bottom. And that's really the one con I have with this team. Other than that, I don't have much to really say for what they can and what they can't do. Jalen Hurts, phenomenal work. Now understandably right now he's making his case for the MVP. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want him to get MVP because we know the curses that come with getting an MVP. There has not been a regular season MVP winner that has won the Super Bowl since Kurt Warner. So, as far as I'm concerned, yes, I want Hurts to continue having this miraculous run that he's having, but do I want it to be an MVP consideration? Probably not. I don't want to be an MVP candidate for that, but we'll have to see if they'll all be okay with that. Other than that, fly Eagles fly. I mean, let's go ahead and just let's keep that going. Let's keep that nice win train going. I don't think it's gonna proc, isn't it? Yeah, it's not gonna proc, isn't it? See, that's why I'm happy. I usually would test my alerts, but this time around I did not test the alerts. So let's try one more time. I wanted to play the alert, but yeah, I guess the alerts don't want to play today. That's weird. Oh wow. Okay. Well, yeah, it's whatever. They don't want to play today. We can go back. Never mind. It decided to play now. That was very late. Next, already we're gonna talk about the Colts and the Patriots. Well, yeah, very late. But what shouldn't be late is this one: the Colts and the Patriots. The Patriots absolutely destroy, and I mean destroy, the Colts 26-3. Y'all already know what's going on here. That is our clap cheeks game of the week. My goodness. Only putting up 3 points, and the Patriots just be like, you know what? That's fine by me. We're just going to go ahead and, you know, rack up 20 something, and you know, and that's all that there is that's all that there is. Now there's more news that came with this game. Because of this game, apparently Frank Reich has now been fired from the Indianapolis Colts. So, yeah. It is what it is. Yeah, Frank Reich got fired. See it here. Says he would try to talk to them out of firing on Saturday. Here's a game call. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. But yeah, as you can see here, because of that game that happened with the Patriots, Frank Reich has now been relieved of his duties. He is out as the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. What a terrible run he's had. So goes to show you, when you don't do much with your team, it is what it is. It's crazy to me because not too long ago, just last year, he had Carson Wentz here, and everyone was led to believe that, you know, Frank Reich having Carson Wentz, that means he's gonna do a little bit more better. He's gonna do good. You know, he's having the coach that knows how to use him right. He didn't even and he couldn't even save him, to the point where he just the Colts decided to ship off Carson Wentz to the Washington Commanders. So far, he hasn't been good with the Commanders either because he's been hurt. I don't think we're going to see Carson Wentz versus the Commanders either. So much for that return to Philly, because he's going to be sitting at home trying to heal. But Frank Reich, he has compiled a 40-33 record as the Colts head coach, a job he took in 2018 after Josh McDaniels opted out of it. So, yeah, that's crazy. Well, in that case, might as well. I'm going to tell you this right now. Week 10 versus the Raiders, that's going to be a terrible game to tune into. I would not tune into it under any circumstances, because both the Raiders and the Colts have not been good teams. The Raiders have not been a good team because of the simple fact that they keep blowing leads. And it amazes me how Josh McDaniels hasn't been fired yet, but he probably will be soon enough. Another thing that happened with the Colts was Jeff Saturday, who you usually see on ESPN. He has been hired as the interim head coach of the team. So that's very, very interesting with me that Jeff Saturday literally out of nowhere. It hasn't even been 24 hours. Not a full 24 hours since Frank Reich was fired. And the Colts would be like, you know what? We're going to go ahead and hire our old guy, Jeff Saturday, because why the fuck not? I don't know about y'all, but that's a little suspect to me. It's almost like they did absolutely no work on the situation. They just say, you know what, fuck it. He knows a good bit of football. We're just going to go ahead and hire him. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I've never seen a coaching search end that fast. And it's not being talked about enough. Jeff Saturday has no coaching experience in the NFL, let alone college. The only coaching experience he has is in high school. At the very least, probably high school. Even right here, it's blatantly said right here. It's a move that no doubt highly qualified candidates who are minorities have noted. That's why it's so insane to me. It's like, how do you get hired that fast within 24 hours? What the hell was he doing? What the hell was Jim Irsay doing? So you're hiring a dude who's never had coached before in any NFL in college, but only in high school. That is not good. Yeah, at the very least, he did high school coaching. That's as far as I know. And they just straight hired him. I understand it's an interim position, and I understand there isn't much to do with the Colts right now because they're so goddamn bad. But that's still no reason for y'all to be like, well, That's still insane to me how it's under 24 hours and you immediately hired this dude. You couldn't promote your offensive coordinator as the interim for the time being? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's just a little crazy to me. That's just a little insane to me. Yeah, that's our clap cheeks. It's Colts Patriots, Lions Packers 15-9. Aaron Rodgers Aaron Rodgers. Expect this, people. Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, they're gonna retire before this is all said and done. Bro, you acting like it's SpongeBob with the ice cream in that one episode. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you tell me if it's wrong. Lions Packers, so that Aaron Rodgers needs to retire, bro. And Tom Brady shouldn't be right behind him. He should be exactly. That's what I'm talking about with the general manager. Oh, okay, I got you. But yeah, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. After the 2022 season, I guarantee you won't hear their names again. I guarantee you, because the Buccaneers barely beat the Rams 16-13, as you guys can see here at the bottom. And of course, the Lions absolutely shred the Packers in a score of 15-9. Just Aaron Rodgers went 23 of 43, 291 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions against the Lions, who came into this game at 1-6. The Lions. The Lions. I understand it's a divisional rival, but bro, they're 1-6. They're 1-6, my man. So yeah, and they're dead last in defense, and you throw 3 interceptions. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to say about the Packers that hasn't already been said, but this is a terrible football team for the Packers. And I didn't think I'd see this from Aaron Rodgers, to let alone the Packers, where, in fact, you know what? I'm going to say this here. Now, y'all can tell me if this is wrong. This has been the case with 2 teams thus far. That I'm going to get to one more team in a little bit, because they played Sunday night. They played Sunday night last week. The Packers, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, and Davante Adams and the Raiders. What's the one thing that Davante Adams and those teams have in common? In my opinion, what they have in common is this. They're both bad, because even with their new additions. They're shitty with their new additions. Aaron Rodgers misses Davante Adams, and it's clearly evident with how this season has gone. He missed Davante Adams. Davante Adams, he misses Aaron Rodgers. And all the Packers had to do was pay him the money that he deserved to be paid. Let's be honest. Davante Adams is a damn great wide receiver talent. But you can see now that Aaron Rodgers is not there to pass you the ball anymore. I mean, it's like him being on the Raiders. It's like they turn him into an average receiver. And the sad thing is, that's not what he is. We know that's not what he is. He's way better than that. But because of the kind of offense he's in, and because Josh McDaniels being a complete dickhead once again as a head coach, who in my opinion, I hope people now learn this lesson when it goes to coaches that come from the Bill Belichick tree. Do not, under any circumstances, hire these Bill Belichick coaches, because they will not get you the job done. This is his second head coaching job. He flaked out on the Colts. He's on the Raiders, and he's still doing shitty. That should tell you enough. No, you shouldn't hire him because of the Patriots. That's the problem. Oh, here's the deal. The Patriots are an outlier compared when it goes to coaching, when it goes to other teams in the league. Hell, let's go ahead and keep it like this. The coaching trees that you should be looking at least right now in the current day, is Andy Reid. Literally half of the league came from Andy Reid. Half the league. Half of the league. Doug Peterson, John Harbaugh. Like, dude, Doug Peterson, John Harbaugh, Nick Sirianni, to be yes, he's technically from the Andy Reid head coaching tree. Because if he's coming from Doug Peterson and Frank Reich, Doug Peterson, they're with one another. That's still his tree at the end of the day. It's weird how the branches go, but that technically counts under him. So, him, Nick Sirianni, I'm trying to think of it. I believe most of them are champions. Yeah, most of them are champions. I'm trying to think of it. Ron Rivera right now, even though he's not doing good over there. Ron Rivera, he came from Andy Reid. Trying to think of who else, if I can. I think that's really it. Yeah, like almost half the league. Yeah, but a good portion of the league. I'm sorry, Todd Bowles. My bad, Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles right now. This is his second job as a head coach, but still, that's almost half the league, all under Andy Reid's tree. Cause dude knows how to get the best out of his coaches. Plain and simple. But yeah, if there's anyone I'm looking at for a coaching tree, it's that dude. Plain and simple. Cause you're gonna hit more than you're gonna miss compared to say Bill Belichick or any other potential coaching tree that you can think of. But hey, that's the Raiders' fault. They decided to go with the hype because Josh McDaniels been coaching there, been head offensive coordinator there with the Patriots since he got fired from the Broncos job, and now look where it's gotten him. Come back to bite him in the ass. Speaking of the Broncos, they're not doing any good either. I don't know. I forgot who their fucking coach is, but look, he's not doing any good either over there. That shows you how bad they're doing. I damn near forgot their coach. So to continue, Chargers beat the Falcons 20-17. That was a pretty good game. Jets beat the Bills. Let's talk about that for a minute. Jets beat the Bills. Oh, by the way, Sean McDermott also came from the Andy Reid coaching tree. And in this case, now you can count Brian DeBoles under the Andy Reid coaching tree, who's now the coach of the Giants. So yeah, like I said, half the league. Jets beat the Bills 20-17. Wow. I'm going to let y'all know right now, for any of the Josh Allen MVP rumors that's been circulating along with Patrick Mahomes, considering what that game was, y'all better temper that real quick, because if the Bills got issues beating people within their division, they're going to have even more of a problem, because I'm going to tell you this right now, that AFC East is probably the toughest division in football currently. Seeing as, let's see, isn't like everybody in that division over, isn't everybody in that division over 500? Because if that's the case, that's going to be tough to deal with. That's tough to deal with. That's going to be tough to get over. So, yeah, AFC, man, that's a bar burner of a division. And the Patriots, they're just playing squarely off defense. We know their offense is not that good, but their defense has been playing phenomenal. Vikings and Commanders, 20-17. I'm gonna get to the Bills and Jets real quick though. Let's see, Josh Allen, 18 of 34. That is not a good game. This is not a good stat line for people that's giving all these MVP rumors to Josh Allen. This is not a good stat line for him. This is how you not win the MVP. This is how not to win. 18 of 34, 205, and didn't even score a touchdown. In fact, you threw a couple interceptions. I don't know about all that, bro. That's not MVP worthy to me. You see Jalen Hurts' stat line compared to Josh Allen's for Sunday. That ain't it. Vikings and Commanders, of course. We got 3 games that ended in 20-17. Chargers, Falcons, 20-17. Jets, Bills 2017. Vikings, Commanders 2017. That's probably history right there because I've never seen that before. 3 teams, 6 teams end with the same score. 3 games end with the same score. Vikings, Commanders. Kirk Cousins made a return to Washington completely. You know, he did good enough just to win 2017. They won by a game-winning field goal. Bengals and Panthers. I'm sorry, this is going to be a personal clap cheeks right here. This is personal.
Clap them cheeks! Clap them cheeks! Clap them cheeks! Clap them cheeks!
Y'all want to know why? Because Joe Mixon out here is showing why. Dude had 22 carries, 153 yards. 4 touchdowns rushing. Not only that, another touchdown receiving. So that's 5 touchdowns he scored on the Panthers by himself. He scored almost all of the touchdowns. The only touchdowns that did not go to him was the rushing touchdown with Joe Burrow when he sneaked it in the end zone. That man committed murder on the Panthers. That's a personal one. Joe Mixon himself clapped the Panthers' cheeks. That is absolutely insanity. 42-21. Panthers got to get right back to the drawing board. I'm going to assume they're tanking because they did fire their coach, so they got nothing to really play for. They're just out here vibing and chilling until the draft comes around. And this goes to my point when I mentioned the Raiders earlier. The Raiders choked away a 20-point lead. The Jaguars scored 27 unanswered. The Jaguars scored 27 that was just completely unanswered. They scored their 20 right here in the first and second quarter. First quarter, 7 points. Second quarter, they scored 13, and they just completely went unanswered throughout the next 2 quarters. Derek Carr, 21-36, 259 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs, 17-67. He was held in check. He didn't score a touchdown. Devontae Adams, one of his best games yet as a Raider. 10 receptions, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns. I didn't mention him being kind of mid this season, but this is his best game. It was not enough, though, to beat the Jaguars. I got to tell you, we're gonna truly see the development of how this Jaguar team goes next year because it's definitely not going to come right now. But I think what's important with the Jaguars this season is to see some development out of Trevor Lawrence, and so far they are getting it. So he went 25 of 31, 235 yards and a touchdown. That's not bad, but he could, like I said, it's all about development for him. And we'll see how it all goes. We're going to give him time because guess what? We saw what happens when people didn't give any quarterbacks time. They end up lighting the house on fire. Started lighting everyone's houses on fire, talking about Jalen Hurts, where they decide not to give him time. They decide to give him doubts. Dolphins, Bears, 35-32. Great game here. This was a fun game. Tua Tagovailoa went 21 of 30, 302 yards and 3 touchdowns. Chicago Bears, very own Justin Fields. Yvonne, what's good? He went 17 of 28, 123 yards and 3 touchdowns. Passing, that's actually impressive. How do you go 17 of 28, 123 and 3 touchdowns? That's actually not bad. This was probably his best game. 4 touchdowns, actually, because I believe he rushed for a touchdown, didn't he? Yes, he did. He rushed for a touchdown, so 4 touchdowns for him. Not bad. 178 yards. That's not good if your quarterback's... Well, then again, this is Justin Fields. He rushed for 178 yards out of 15 carries. That's... not bad. You would have thought he was a running back. Other than that, I think that's all I'm really going to cover. Last game I'm going to cover here is the Titans and the Chiefs. And this is going to go to my point where I said I would start to temper those MVP rumors. And this is no different for Patrick Mahomes. This was so crazy to me. When looking at the stat line, Patrick Mahomes threw the ball 68 times this game. 68 times. That man's arm is shot. His arm is shot. He almost broke a record. He tied the record for passing attempts. He almost broke it this game. 43 of 68. 446 yards. You better throw for 400 if you're throwing the ball 68 times. 1 touchdown and 1 interception. The Chiefs, you know what this tells me? The Chiefs has absolutely no run game. If you have Patrick Mahomes passing the ball this many times, you got to find some bounce in your offense. And the fact that there weren't none this game, and the fact that they were in a dogfight versus the Titans says a lot to me, because this is one more thing I'm going to hit y'all with. We go back to the Titans stat line. Here's the deal. What happened with these Titans receivers? What happened? For the score to end 20-17 in overtime, how does this happen? Titans receivers literally could not get open this game. If all I see here is 5 receptions, and none of those Titans receivers at all in total went over 100 yards, how the fuck is it that the Chiefs somehow barely scraped by this game? You would have thought, okay, Patrick Mahomes throwing for over 400, he's gonna absolutely, it's a wrap. I mean, he's killing the Titans, but this is not the case. Travis Kelce had 10 receptions, 106 yards. Juju Smith-Schuster had 10 receptions, 88 yards. You would think with stats like these that it would have been a blowout, but that's, again, it's crazy because that's not the case. And for the Chiefs, I gotta tell you, that's not good. If you're in a dogfight like that with a team that can't get a reception with any of their receivers, that's a problem. They better find some semblance in that rushing game, because if not, they're not gonna last long in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes or not, y'all not gonna last that long in the playoffs. That's very insane to me. Other than that, there's not much to really go off here. So there's sacks. There's Carlos Dunlap here. He's got a sack. Yeah, there's not much that really going off here. Hold on, give me a minute. Okay, I had to check outside just to make sure. Yvonne, how you been, bro? I hope everything with you has been going well. My apologies for rambling on. I had to talk. You know, we're in our talk show at the moment. I'm almost done talking about sports. In fact, I am done talking about sports. Aside from giving picks for Week 10. So picks for Week 10 is gonna be real simple. It's crazy because not too long ago we just saw Falcons and Panthers not that long ago, and now we're gonna run it back again with the Falcons and the Panthers. How's my home team going? Who's your team? Who's your team exactly? Are you talking about the Arizona Cardinals? The Arizona Cardinals, they lost to the Seahawks. They lost to them 31-21. So, they're not doing good. DK Metcalf finally got a touchdown. DK Metcalf, he had 5 receptions, 37 yards. I don't see him scoring many touchdowns this time around. But he's still putting in work. Week 10 picks, Falcons, Panthers. I have no idea who's going to win this game, but if I had to take a guess, I'm going to say the Falcons is going to win. The Seagulls, the Seahawks, well, like I said, they won. The Seahawks versus the Buccaneers, I expect Geno Smith to go off in the Buccaneers, so they're going to win this game. Lions and Bears, Bears is going to win. Browns, Dolphins are going to win. Broncos, Titans, the Titans are going to win, bearing a crazy upset coming from the Broncos, but I think the Titans are going to win this. Vikings, Bills is probably game of the week. That's probably the best 1 o'clock game that's going to be on. Despite how shaky the Vikings are to me, I think the Bills are going to take this game. It's going to be a pretty close game, depending on Josh Allen. If Josh Allen cannot go for this game, the Vikings will win this game. Texans and Giants, I think the Giants are going to win pretty easily because the Giants have been absolutely wrecking shit. So, yeah, Giants are going to win. Jaguars, Chiefs. Chiefs are going to win. Saints, Steelers are going to win. They better win because, guess what? My Eagles draft pick. So, yes, they better win. Colts, Raiders, I don't know who's going to win this either. But if I had to pick, I'm just going to say the Raiders because the Colts are a little bit more worse than the Raiders are. Cardinals, Rams. This is actually another tough game because the Rams are shaky, in my opinion. The Rams are just as shaky as the Cardinals are. Both teams at three wins. They're under 500. I'm gonna say the Cardinals are gonna win. I think the Cardinals are I think Cardinals are gonna win this game. Cowboys Packers is not gonna be a fair contest. Cowboys are gonna absolutely blow out the Packers. Chargers 49ers probably gonna be, that's a great Sunday night game. Considering it got flexed, it's gonna be a great Sunday night game. I think the 49ers are gonna take this game. I think Christian McCaffrey is gonna absolutely kill the Chargers in this game, but we'll see how it'll all go. And of course, Monday Night Football, a game I will be going to. I will be going to the Monday Night Football game. I will have it on for you guys to watch as a stream right before I leave. But yeah, Monday Night Football, Eagles versus Commanders. I cannot wait to go there and look at another blowout coming for the Eagles. I'm predicting a blowout. Now, while I'm predicting a blowout, that does not mean that the Commanders won't come out swinging. But yeah, I see the Eagles going 9-0. They've been killing it this year. Depending on how the run game is, hopefully we get some good. Hopefully Jordan Davis gets some good rest. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. Eagles versus Titans is not gonna be a fun matchup because of Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's gonna he's gonna be a bully. He's gonna be a bully. So yeah, Eagles versus Commanders. I expect that to be a fun little contest there. With the Eagles taking it in blowout fashion once again. I will see once I get there. And that's it. That's all of the picks for Week 10. Thank God. I finally got that out the way. That was a lot to talk about, wasn't it? Also, Yvonne, you missed the games that we talked about. Games to look forward to throughout this month. The games to look forward to throughout this month are the, of course, Bayonetta 3. Understandably, it came out late October, but it's still going to be a game I would look forward to. There is give Mem the Cliff Notes. Yeah, I got you. But yeah, if there's Bayonetta 3, there's God of War Ragnarok, which comes out tomorrow. Sonic Frontiers came out today, came out just now. So if anyone's looking forward to that, the game's out just now. Go have yourself a fun time. Pretty fun game from what I'm hearing with everyone. But we will see how. Yeah, here it is right here. Monster Hunter game is in development at Capcom and Tema Studios. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, we'll see how it'll all go. I'm not too thrilled about it. That's really all I'm going to talk about. But yeah, the World Series. So there's not much I'm going to highlight with the World Series, but I will talk briefly about it. Of course, the Astros, they take the series 4-2. They've won in 6. The Philadelphia Phillies did the best they could. But if I had to point out some issues that came from that game, it's real simple. The games that came from that game are really from the Phillies beating themselves up more than the Astros beat them, because they just kept making it so easy on the Astros pitchers to where they're swinging way outside the strike zone. That's the moral of the story throughout this whole World Series. The Phillies got so aggressive, they kept trying to swing for a home run every single time, which is so weird because the games that they didn't swing for home runs, they were winning. The games against the Braves, they were winning because they didn't swing, they didn't force home runs. A game against the Braves, they didn't force home runs. Games against the Padres, they didn't force home runs. They wait until the World Series to start forcing home runs, trying to jack them up. Instead, they're all they're going to get is pop-outs and fouls. On top of that, they kept swinging outside the strike zone. More of the story throughout the whole World Series. The Phillies the Phillies batters went cold 3 games straight. They got shut out in the World Series. In fact, they got no hit on. The first no hitter in years. The last no hitter was back in like 1960s, 1950s. So Astros accomplished that feat and they walk away with a World Series title. But really, the moral of the story is this: the Astros didn't even really do much to stake their dominance because it's the Phillies that hurt themselves so much in this series. I mean, even the pitching was subpar at times. Aaron Nola being a prime example of this. Aaron Nola, who I'm still going to place heavy blame on, He had a shit playoffs. Very shitty playoffs. Where this game in particular highlighted his shitty playoffs. Where he sits up there, he lets 3 runners on base. Bases are loaded. The manager decides to actually sit Nola, bring out one of our relievers who's completely cold. And of course, they want to blame the reliever, but I can't blame him when he's put in an incredibly tough position. You're asked to strike out a heavy-hitting batter who knows how to hit, who knows how to get runners on base. He's asked to hit a batter like Alvarez. I think it was Alvarez he was up against. Asked to get a batter like Alvarez out, and he's just coming into the game. You left him with no choice. You left him with a tough situation. That's where I blame Aaron Nola, because you don't leave bases loaded like that at all. Zach Wheeler's another story. Zach Wheeler had a phenomenal bounce back game in the final game of the series, and it's a shame because it didn't pan out. But for Aaron Nola, I hope he cleans that shit up, because I gotta tell you, leaving bases loaded in the World Series, yeah, that's a good recipe for disaster, along with your batters being cold. Rhys Hoskins, I expect Rhys Hoskins to be gone in the offseason. Gene Segura, it's already confirmed that he will not be back for the Phillies this upcoming season. They already confirmed it. So, in my opinion, you got out 2 of the people that were automatic outs in that World Series. Rhys Hoskins was an automatic out in that World Series. Anytime I saw him step up to the plate, he's out. Gene Segura, no different. Anytime he steps up to the plate, he's out. Only one guy that's an automatic out is there, and they can't get rid of him because they paid him so much money. Nick Castellanos is still there, and he's going to stay there for a while. Because the Phillies paid him $100 million. So he's not going anywhere. Unless there's some kind of trade or some kind of contract void going on, he is staying there for quite a bit, and he has to clean his shit up because he had a very, very terrible playoffs. Not just the World Series, he was damn near ineffective throughout the whole playoffs. And Rhys Hoskins showed up a little bit, but when it came down, when it mattered most, he was an automatic out. But really, like I said before, more of the story, the Phillies beat themselves in this World Series more than the Astros dominated, because they really didn't dominate like they should have. That's just me. I mean, what happened. They got a World Series. It is what it is. On to the next one. It's over and done with. So next to talk about, this is what I want to talk to y'all about. Next to talk about, and this is going to be the final topic for today. I want to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Real quick. Wait for them to pull out the Smash Bat. Yeah, that's what they needed. They needed the Smash Bat, and they was completely missing on the bat. But yeah, the last thing we're going to talk about is, of course, Yu-Gi-Oh! So for anyone that's unaware, anyone that's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, I have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Event coming up for next week. I have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Event coming up for next week. So, I'm sorry, not next week. Is it? No. Yeah, next week on the 17th. My bad. 17th. Yeah, I was right. Next week. November 17th, 2022. I will be holding a personal Yu-Gi-Oh! Event. Either on my Discord or on stream. It doesn't matter. It's going to be on Twitch. I'm going to stream it either way. Now, there's going to be some prizes involved. First place prize gets a $50 gift card if they're choosing. I don't care what you want to use it on. That's why I said it's your choosing. I will personally give you $50 for you to use. Whether you pick it out or whatever, doesn't matter. You want me to Cash App you the money, I don't care. Either way, $50 is going to go straight to you. The next one, second place, will get a... Hold on. I'm going to make sure I read my shit right again. That way I don't mess things up because, I tend to be busy. I think it's $30 gift card. Yeah, I was right. First place is $50, second place is $30, and third place is $20. All of them are gift cards of your choosing. So that will be my Yu-Gi-Oh event coming up on the 17th. And we will see how it'll all go off that event. Now, if y'all want to read, if y'all want, we can read the ban list. In fact, I need to update some stuff on the ban list. So let's get right into it, shall we? Let's go ahead and see what we can do with this ban list. Let's see here. Here you go. Alright, so this is the ban list. I'm gonna read it off to y'all. Hope y'all pay attention. If you know, and if y'all can't read what it says up here, I'm just gonna copy the link here and then paste it down, so then that way you guys will be able to read it. So of course, these are for this event only. Normal is really gonna be heavily predicated on normal cards and rare cards. We're gonna be using Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel for this event. Normal cards and rare cards are really allowed for this event. Only specific UR and SR cards will be allowed. Aside from the extra deck, but on the main deck it should be heavily normals in rares. So specific URs and SRs that will be fully allowed for this event, and it does not fall under the main deck restrictions for SRs and URs. So the ritual spells, you're only allowed one ritual spell card for this event. So if y'all ever want to come up with a ritual monster that comes into mind, you can bring it in. A fusion spells, you're only allowed one fusion spell card for this event. So if y'all like to do polymerization or whatever, you are absolutely allowed to do that. But the thing is though, you're only allowed one. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's a SR, UR, normal, rare. You are only allowed one throughout that event, throughout this event. The URs, SR spells, traps, and hand traps. Hand traps, you'll know what they are in a bit when I explain them. Hand traps right now, which is the Ash Blossom card that is used to deny specific monster effects or whatever. Monster trap or monster, I believe, spell effects. You are allowed to have only 2 of them throughout the event. These are excluded throughout the event. These are excluded throughout. These are excluded. So basically, you're allowed to put them in your deck without them falling under that restriction where, okay, you're only allowed to have a UR monster, UR spell card, UR trap card, whichever which that I did not name here, because it will only count as one UR card or one UR SR card, if that makes sense. I'll show you by the time I get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and you'll see what I mean. You can only have 2 Ash Blossoms. You're only allowed to have 1 Call by the Grave. You're allowed to have 2 Effect Veiler. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and change my mind. I'm going to say 1 Effect Veiler because Effect Veiler is the exact same as Ash Blossom. You're allowed to have 2 Maxis. You're allowed to have 2 Lightning Storms. 2 Raigekis, because Lightning Storm and Raigeki, they're known for just wiping your opponent's board. That's what they're known for. Monster Reborn, of course, you're only allowed to have 1 with. Foolish Burial, you're allowed to have 1 Foolish Burial. Harpy's Feather Duster, 1. Gold Sarcophagus, 1. Crossout Designator, 1. Infinite Impermanence, 2. Forbidden Droplet, 1. Dark Sanctuary, 1, which is, of course, the field spell that I use. I'm going to go ahead and take that off because that is a field spell. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off. It still counts either way. Forbidden Droplet, again, 1 Destiny board. You're only allowed to have 1 Destiny board. If you want to rock the Destiny board, you are absolutely allowed to do so, but you can only use it once. You can't use it multiple times. So use your Destiny board wisely. Terraform, 1. Metaverse, 1. They're basically cards that dig out ritual spells in your deck, and you can put them in your hand or you can summon them. Reinforcement of the Army, 1. They have it so that you can get a level 4 warrior card out of your deck. Tuning, 2. You're only allowed to have 2 tuning. 2 tuning. Depends on how it all goes. But 2 tuning until I say otherwise. Trade-in. You're allowed to have 1 trade-in because if you're rocking a specific deck that have high-level monsters, like 7, 8-star monsters, you have trade-in here, which will discard your 1 level 8 card, put it in the graveyard, and you put out your other 2 cards. You draw 2 cards at random. Doesn't matter which one it is. And good luck and see if it will work. Skill Drain. You can only have 1 Skill Drain because it's a very, very powerful card. And that card shuts off monsters' abilities that are on the field. Immediately once they get on the field, their abilities are shut off. Can't do anything. Twin Twisters, you're allowed to have 2 of them. Nibiru, you're allowed to have 1. Nibiru is a very, very great, very, very powerful, very, very good hand trap to where you can if your opponent starts to summon too many monsters, at least up to 5 monsters that are normal or special summoned, you can put Nibiru on the field. And you can put a token on your side of the field as well. It's good for interrupting combos, and it's good for completely fucking over your opponent. Especially if you can take the token and put it on your side of the field. There's ways you can do it. Mirror Force. You're only allowed to have 1 Mirror Force. You can pick any of the Mirror Forces, either the original, Drowning, Blazing, Quaking Mirror Force. Doesn't matter. You're only allowed that 1 type of Mirror Force. Jar or Pot of Greed. You're only allowed to have 1 of them. 1. Dark Sacrifice, 1. You're only allowed to have 1. Here it is right here. URs and SR monsters. The ones I just covered were spells, traps, and hand traps. Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. I'm going to put in Swords of Revealing Light right here. Swords of Revealing Light. Which is, of course, 1. You are not allowed to have multiple. You're allowed to have 1 of that card because that card is known for stalling. UR monsters and SRs that are allowed in the main deck. Repeat, in the main deck. I don't think this is in the main deck, so I'm going to take that out. Virtual World Ascension also not allowed. It also is not in the main deck, so I'm going to take that out. Junk Speeder is not in the main deck. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to go ahead and adjust the URs and SRs, probably because there's probably some I have not talked about. Blue Eyes and Red Eyes Blue Eyes White Dragon and Red Eyes Black Dragon are absolutely allowed during this event. Galaxy Eyes is absolutely allowed during the event, whether Photon or Afterglow, they're both allowed. Cyber Dragon is allowed, and Eldritch is allowed, but only 1 Eldritch. You cannot have multiple Eldritch. And that's really just it, because Eldritch is very powerful in his own right. Now, unless there's more cards I can come up with that are very powerful but during the main deck, I will see what I can come up with as this tournament goes along. Because you guys can see there's still a lot about the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! That I don't know about, such as powerful main deck cards, such as, you know, the ones we're mentioning here with Galaxy Eyes, Blue Eyes, Cyber Dragon. All I mentioned here was mostly dragons and 1 zombie monster. That's because they're very well known. But as these tournaments start to go on, as I start to do more of these events, and if we see more of these cards start to come around, if I see more of these cards start to come around, and they're starting to get a little bit too out of control, I will update this to be like, okay, these are the ones that are not allowed, and these are the ones that are allowed. Extra deck, you can have up to 10 in the extra slot. And they could be any of the cards. So the ones I just erased, which was Shin Shin and whatever, they're absolutely allowed in the main deck. But these are the cards right here that are banned in the extra deck that you cannot have under any means necessary. Destiny Hero DPE is absolutely banned. That is a tough ass card for anyone to come up against. It's tough for me to come up against. I can't even beat the shit. I only beat it once. So if I have trouble beating it once, I can imagine the trouble you're gonna have. Baron de Fleur, absolutely banned. You see me have the card a number of times. It's way too fucking powerful for its own good. Sword Soul cards, Qing Ying and Long Yuan, absolutely banned. Long Yuan will actually fuck you up if you start to summon any kind of card. What will happen is that it will automatically put the card in banish, and it will, on top of that, you will take 1,000 damage for any spell card that's activated, in any specific type of monster. I believe it's special summoned. If it's special summoned, it's gonna get banished, and you know, you basically take 2,000 damage. So no, that card is banned. Qing Ying is banned as well because it can protect itself from being destroyed. It can't protect itself from being banished, but it can protect itself from being destroyed. And it can banish 2 cards, one from your graveyard and one from your field. Nasty card. That's why I have them. Hope Harbinger Dragon, that is absolutely banned because the card has, it's powerful. I use it in my Galaxy Eyes deck. Hope Harbinger, it denies spell cards, right? And if you tried to set up an attack, the card has the ability to where you will automatically attack that card. And it's 3,000 attack. So yeah, you can't get away from that card unless you can't get away from that card. There's also involves card effects as well. If you activate card effects around Hope Harbinger, that's getting negated too. Also, cards that have multiple negate and banish options, such as the ones I mentioned with Quicksling Long Yong and Qing Ying. It has multiple banish options. It can banish from when you special summon a monster, and it can banish a spell card that you put out. Cards that have multiple burn options. There's a couple cards that actually does this. Again, Quicksling Long Yong does the exact same thing. Multiple ways to burn you and multiple ways to banish you. Baron de Fleur has multiple negates. It can negate any card. Any card, it can negate it, and it can also destroy any card as well. So, yeah. Any cards I find that does that shit, similar to what they do, they're getting banished outright. They're getting banned outright. You're not going to be using them. You are allowed cards, of course, that can take other cards, such as Galaxy Eyes cards. It has the ability to take a card and put it on their side of the field and actually sacrifice that card. Or just put it in for another XYZ monster and be like, hey, yeah, you don't get to have that card back. So, yeah, it can pretty much do that too. And that's it. That's all the cards. That's everything that's going along in that in the ban list. Now, again, if y'all want to see more of it, I will make a command when it goes to this event, so then that way you guys will be able to read it all for yourself and be like, oh, okay, this is how I can prepare. This is how I can get ready. And yeah, that's everything. That's everything we covered here with this Yu-Gi-Oh event. Now, if y'all want to participate, all y'all gotta do is DM me. You could DM me either on Gilded here. You could DM me on Discord. You could DM me on my Twitter. And if y'all want to participate, have at it. Spread the word, by the way, please. Spread the word. If y'all know some Yu-Gi-Oh people that would love to participate in this kind of event, let them know, because we need up to 8 people. And so far, from what I know, only 2 people decided to participate. But I will be ramping it up with the promotions next week or so. Today is the 8th. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up on. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and start ramping it up on Friday. So Friday is the day where I'm gonna be like, all right, you know what? We gotta get this out here. If nobody's gonna participate in the event, then honestly, I'm just gonna push the event back. I'm gonna push it back until it's at a certain date where people do want to participate in. I'm not gonna cancel this outright because I already worked too hard on the ban list, and I want people to have some fun playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Plain and simple. And that's everything. That's all that there is that I want to talk about for today. We talked about sports. We talked about games. We talked about Yu-Gi-Oh. We talked about all that there is to cover. So till then, let me head over to my schedule throughout the rest of this week. Okay. So my schedule throughout the rest of the week consists of course, I'm going to show you the deck list that I'm talking about when it goes to this little event with Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. I come back with Devil May Cry 5 at 5:30 p.m. I also do wrestling night. Thursday, I don't stream because we're doing anime and we're doing a movie night. Same thing. 1 p.m., 8:30 p.m. That's what I'm gonna do it. 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I come back with Yakuza Kiwami 2 on Friday. And that's it. That's everything throughout the rest of the week. Now, before I do leave, as I did say, I was going to get on Yu-Gi-Oh! Real quick so I could show y'all for this event that I'm talking about. Specific cards are excluded from being banned because, you know, they're for in general use. You know, like Ash Blossom, you use it in every deck. Maxi, you use it in every deck. Lightning Storm, you use it in every deck. Cards, no matter what, that is usually used in a lot of decks, will get excluded from until we be like, okay, we have other ways now to deny or negate these cards. Oh shit. Yawning. Okay. Oh man. Alright, so I'm gonna activate my Master Duel real quick so I can just show y'all, and then after that I will you know, hit y'all with a raid. I'll give y'all somebody that, you know, that deserves a raid. As soon as my Master Duel pops up and, you know, not becomes a dick for like 10 minutes. This is usually why I sit up there and I be like, you know what, let me just get the game up now and, you know, let me just get the game up now right before it starts to go ahead and be a dick and start to act all slow. But other than that, since that's going on, I want to ask you guys, how you guys feeling today? How's everyone's week? I just hope y'all been, you know, properly taking care of yourselves, and, just doing great, doing fine. You know, I just hope that's everyone. Now, I know exactly who I'm going to raid here in a little bit. I think I know, I know exactly who I'm going to be raiding here. I haven't raided this person in literal years. Come on, Master Duel. The least you could do is pop up for me, please. Please? Thank you. Thank you. Work with me. Alright. Thank God. Hopefully the game's not in maintenance. So if it is, that kind of makes it a little more difficult. Of course the dual pass will end soon. I'm almost done with the dual pass, so I will be getting on some Yu-Gi-Oh! in a little bit. I might stay on here, honestly. Just because I need to get the dual pass done. Alright, so this is what I want to show y'all for the event. So this is how it's all going to go. Okay? This is just an example. Yeah, you're only allowed 10 cards. 10 cards in the extra deck. I don't care what the 10 cards are in the extra deck. That means UR cards, SR cards, normal cards, rare cards. Any of them that is extra deck worthy, they go in here. I don't care what you put on there because it's the main deck that you have to worry about. You don't access the extra deck without the main deck. Extra deck needs main. So basically, this is how it's all gonna go, right? This is my rare, this is my rare, this is my normal, this is my rare, 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 normal, UR. This is my first UR. Eldritch is my first UR option. Zombie World is excluded because it is a field spell. And it's the only field spell I have. My second UR, let me see. Yeah, this is actually my second UR right here. Nibiru the Primal Being is my, I think it is excluded here. Hold on, let me check and see from my own list. I made sure that it was probably excluded here. Yeah, it's excluded here, so I really don't gotta worry about. I really don't have to worry about it. But I'm only allowed one Nibiru, as you can see. You can't have no more than that. SRs. These are my two SRs here, which is Shiranui Spectral Sword. I decided to be like, you know what? This is my SR option. These are the only two I'm gonna be rocking here. So really, as you can see, I got one more option to go ahead and be like, you know what? I have enough room. Let me go ahead and put another UR here. So Maxi excluded, so I can put it in. Sheer New Spectre, sir, my only 2 SRs I can put in here. I can't put in no more. Ash Blossom, if I want to, I have the option to put in a second Ash Blossom if I want to because it's excluded, but I'm not going to. I don't feel the need to. Of course, Spectral Sword Shade, I can put that in there. That's all 3. Red Rose Dragon, that's normal. Rocks Rose Dragon, that's rare. Witch of the Black Rose, that's normal. Planet Pathfinder, that's rare. All of these rares. Harpies is excluded, I can put it in there. Raigeki excluded. Monster Reborn excluded. Foolish Burial excluded. Terraforming excluded. Pot of Avarice. I did say you're only allowed 1 pot of card. You cannot have no more than 1, 2, or 3. So yes, excluded. The only, yeah. Lightning Storm, I can have up to 2 if I want to, but I chose not to. I want to have 1. Zombie World, my field spell. And as you can see, this is how the decks like this is supposed to work out. Now, I'm going to put in 1 more UR card because I'm granted that option. I'm not participating in the event, by the way. Does the SR UR limits extend the traps and spells? Yes, but specific traps and spells are extended to this. Say that I put in Signet Mining. Signet Mining I did not add into the exclusion, so yes, it would count as 1. It would count. I didn't say Signet Mining was excluded, so yes, if you put it in there, it will be excluded from the list. I'm sorry, if you put it in there, it will not be excluded from the list, and it will count towards your limit. Branded Fusion, another one. Branded Fusion would count towards the limit because I did not specifically put it in there and be like, alright, Branded Fusion is excluded, you can go ahead and put it in there. On top of that, it actually counts as a polymerization. So, yeah, there's that too. And let's see. Solemn Judgment, yeah, Solemn Judgment I did not mention, so this is just for an example. I'm going to put Solemn Judgment in here. So, Solemn Judgment and Eldritch the Golden Lord are my 2 UR cards that are not excluded from this limit. Eldritch is allowed, I repeat, it's allowed to be it's allowed to be here, but it is going to cause us a limit, if that makes sense. So that would be my 2 URs right there. One UR monster, 1 UR trap, not excluding any of these other ones. And there you go. So if y'all want to, y'all can go ahead and take a good look at this stuff and be like, all right, you look at a lot of exclusions, a lot of cards that are allowed, they're allowed due to exclusions, and of course, the 2 cards that are not allowed the 2 cards that are allowed but are not excluded to. That means it's a limit. So yeah, these 2 are the ones I'm rocking with, and these 2 are the ones I'm rocking with. If I was to participate in the event, which I will not be. I'm gonna keep this the way it is because in case if y'all ever want a duel, we could set up a duel here. We could test out the decks and see how it'll all go. I still can't believe I got a freaking royal gold, royal shiny of this motherfucker. That's absolutely amazing. That's great. So yeah, I guess I'll stay on for a little bit because I'm supposed to get this dual pass done. I'm almost done with the dual pass actually. I want to get the 100 here. I want the 12 here. So then that way I won't have to fight for, you know, you always have a little bit extra. So I'm gonna hop in and get this finished. I'm gonna actually put my webcam back on. I want to make sure, Fuyu, are you confused with any of the stuff I put out here? Are you confused with the ban list? Are you confused with the deck I put out? I just want to make sure. I want to make sure if anyone is confused with any of the stuff I put out here. I hope not, but if this is the case, that's fine. Alright. What do I do first? Okay, so I'm going to do a Foolish Burial real fast. I'm going to test out and see if he got anything. You know, it doesn't have anything. Wow. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to put this in here. You know, do I want to put this in here? Yeah, I want to put this in. I was thinking not to do it, but it's like, screw it. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna special summon him because I want him to get destroyed later. I'm gonna use him. He's there for later use. That's why I like having him around. And I get to draw 2 cards because of the Synchro Summon. I get to pick a card, so I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick this one. Yes, add to my hand. Sweet Jesus, I got just what I'm looking for. Okay, so I would activate Soul Soul Emulgent, Sword Soul Emergence, but I'm not going to. I could have done that, but fuck it. Fuck it. I don't need it right now. I got just what I'm looking for. Wow, I don't have damn. He quit. He quit. I'll take that because I'm almost there for 99, so I will take what I can get. That's my 100. Nice, 100 gems. Sweet. Can't be too mad at that. Now, this deck I'm using is a combination of zombie monsters and sword soul monsters because apparently they sync pretty well together for some weird ass reason. But I will take what I can get. I am not complaining. Alright, this time I did not get too good of a hand. This is not a good hand at all. Call of the Mummy. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 zombie monster from your hand. You must control no monsters to activate and to resolve this effect to activate. Mayakashi Winter, hey yo! Oh! Whoa! We got a Mayakashi duelist? My interest is peaked. Okay. Where did Mayakashi Winter come from? Banish your opponent's entire hand, and if they do, they draw the same number of cards. Hell no! Ash Blossom. I need this. Sorry, buddy. I actually need this hand. Sorry, I need that hand. Thank God I had an Ash Blossom on me, because if I didn't, that'd be a bit of a problem. I guess I'll attack. Why not? Ooh. Yup. Mayakashi. Can confirm. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be fun. Zombie Sword Soul versus a Mayakashi deck. Mayakashi return. Okay. I ain't gonna activate that yet. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I know what's coming here. This is gonna be fun. Oh my god, and I got nothing to stop that. Yeah. Oh. I got nothing to stop this. Oh Jesus. In defense mode. Okay. You're gonna sacrifice the two of them. That's another synchro summon. Now, only way I'll win this is this. I would literally need to get another monster card out and start going through a little bit of hell. Because the card that can save me right here is in my hand in Arch Nemesis Protos. That's the card that can save me. Oh shit. I can't say I lost yet, Choco. I can't say I lost yet. Gotta have faith. Yoko! Can't say I lost yet. Is this a link summon? This gotta be a link summon, right? Level 11, damn. Not many level 11 cards I see out here. Oh my god. Den Link. Honestly, I would just attack with these two right now. But we know how this is gonna go. We've seen this before. Yup. Yuki Onna. Shit. That was not what I was expecting to run into today. We're running into Choco's clone. My goodness. The only thing is though, I'm gonna copy the deck for you, Choco, so that you know what to look forward to. I'm gonna fuck it. Fuck it. I'll eat it. It's only 800. What's that next to winner? That is called the Mummy. You can special summon one monster, zombie monster from your hand. You must control no monsters to activate this effect. Okay. I actually do have what I'm looking for here, but the only thing that could be a problem, let me take a look at some of the stuff. Okay, I might actually be able to get them here. I might. I might be able to get him here. Banish, banish, banish. Activate this effect. Water. There. Now, he can summon this. He can summon this. Okay. He's gonna put that monster out, right? He's gonna have to. Alright. Smart move. Because I can't do anything. Damn, that's a smart move. Damn. That's a good move. And I can only destroy the Daki here too. I don't have the hand. Unless I destroy my Akashi Winter, which I cannot do, I'm screwed. So me not having a good it was determined the minute I got the bad hand. Samurai Skull. Okay. When this card is normal summoned, you can send one zombie monster from your deck to your graveyard. If this card leaves in the owner's control, leaves because of an opponent's field, you can special summon one level 4 or lower zombie monster from your deck except Samurai Skull. So I need a miracle pull here, which I'm not going to get. That miracle pull here is not going to come off of a spell card because he's just going to put it out. Eldritch. That might help. Actually, no, I'll take that back. It won't help at all because I don't have anything. Fuck. Yeah, I'm fucked. Eldritch came at the worst time. They got me. I have to surrender. I don't have anything. Even if I had Mirror Force, it wouldn't have meant anything because it's just gonna put them back out in the field. I'm gonna show you though their deck. Confirm their deck. So this is what they had. Ooh, they had Morphing Jar, motherfucker. So they had Morphing Jar. He had Goblin Zombie, Pyramid Turtle. These are some cards I might need to use. Shit. Okay. Shafu to wield Mayakashi. Okay. The XC monster is Kachikochi Dragon. It's Kachikochi Dragon. Once per turn, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the grave, you can detach one Exceed material and make the monster attack a second time. There's Trickstar Reincarnation. Oh shit. Yeah, Trickstar monsters too? Or was it just a straight all zombie? No. He just had it here just to banish their card. Yeah, Call of the Mummy, Mayakashi Winter, Haunted Shrine, Enma's Judgment, Mayakashi Mayhem, Mayakashi Metamorphosis, Pot of Prosperity. It's an odd Mayakashi deck, but hey, it worked. One day of peace. Each player draws one card, and neither player takes damage until the end of the opponent's next turn. It's an interesting deck here. There's a lot of normals and rares here. It would actually low-key qualify. Some normals and rares here. Some he has to get rid of. He qualified for the event if he was here. Yes, you have. Of course, you had Red Eye Zombie Necro. This is what I was looking for him to bring out. He didn't bring out the Absolute Zero. I'm surprised he didn't bring that out. I was preparing for the Zero. Jesus, Kari. Alright, back to Bash and Orc's head in. Yeah, Dune came in Eldritch. Yeah, you shown me. You've absolutely shown me. Okay, well, for right now, hydration. I would love to hydrate if I have something to hydrate with. My apologies if you're in the background. You got loud people in the background. I don't know when to calm their shit down. Now if he yeah, I was hoping he'd do that. Thank you. I was hoping he'd do that. Thank you. Call by the grave, bitch. I'm getting my 2 cards, whether you like it or not. I was very much hoping he'd do that. And he proved me right. Thank you so much. Oh shit. Oh my god. I'm gonna bring out 2 of my negators on here. I'm gonna bring out Baron de Fleur. I'm gonna have 2 of my negators instead. Negate, negate. And I want to see how he handles this. This is my board setup. You seeing why right here I said these 2 cards had to go. Oh. Whoa. Well, I can't do nothing about that right now. Ain't nothing I can do about that. So I'm gonna let him have that. Hell no! The fuck? You can banish this, I don't need that right now. Fuck, bad move. That was a very bad move. I should have destroyed it, but oh well. That was a very bad move. And that will come back to haunt me. Depending on Baron de Fleur. Tyrant Dragon, that's enough to destroy. That's enough to take out Baron de Fleur. That's why I'm mad at myself, because that was such a bad move. He can attack twice? Wow, he can attack 3 times. That's a nasty card, bro. He wiped out all of my cards. My whole board. And he gets a Blue Eyes White Dragon right on the field, too. My whole board is gone. That's why I'm mad at myself, because if I didn't just stop him, I would have won. At the very least, what would have happened was that both... What would have happened was the Blue Eyes White Dragon would have came on the field, I would have took that out. And instead I fucked that up. Not the card I'm looking for. Well, That's not really the card I'm looking for. Can't take this out because it's unaffected by traps. Yeah, unaffected by cards and traps. You can banish this. I don't need it anymore. This is not going to do much. This is not going to do much. Fuck. This is all I got to summon? This is tough because it's this card you have to get rid of. This is a very tough thing to do. Watch, you can't get rid of this card. As much as I would love to, you cannot get rid of this card. You can't even put it back. Oh! I can put it back in the hand. Never mind. Never mind. I did not know that. Oh shit. Maybe it's because they will have to be on the field for this to happen? I will fucking take it. Holy shit. Oh, I got away with murder. Because if I didn't do that, I'll take it. I'll take it. We're just gonna have to each have blue eyes and cancel each other out. Probably. Okay. What the hell is going on? When your opponent activates a monster's effect, you can banish it. This card, if this attacking card destroys. Okay. It better not banish itself. Which I have a feeling is exactly what's about to happen. Oh, never mind. Okay. He's just destroying this thing. He can take that. He can take that. He can take that. Now what's that last card you have? No shit. Damn, Berserker Tenny just saved me the duel. It definitely just saved me the duel too, because I have just the card I'm looking for too. Oh fuck. I just need one more. I need one more worm card or sword soul card and I win the duel. Unless he doesn't have anything else. I would attack, but now I'm afraid to attack. Never mind, I'm not afraid to attack. Not anymore. Thank you. Infinite impermanence was all he had. That's all he had was infinite impermanence. Alright. I can end this duel right now, actually. Which is exactly what I'm probably gonna do. There you go. That was a good game. I thought he had me with the Blue Eyes Tyrant until you finally realize, oh shit, that 10 card could just put that shit back in the hand. I thought it said it was unaffected by card effects, but the only way I would have to see this making sense is it would have to be on the field. Wow. Wow, that was great. That card absolutely saved my ass. For anyone that wonders why I love that card so much, I hope that answers your question. That card can go with just about any other, that card can, in my opinion, can fit with any other deck because it just requires cards that are not effect cards, so tokens just count. If you have a token that doesn't have an effect on it, on its name, then you're good. You can put it on there. So now I just have a couple duels left. Hopefully I can get to it. And I'm sorry, Yvonne, I know you want me to hydrate, but I don't have anything downstairs to get right now. Well, I do, but I have people that's actually like talking. Uh-oh, Melody of the Awakening Dragon. Oh shit. Another Blue Eyes deck. AN, what's good, bro? A second Blue Eyes deck we're going up against. Back-to-back Blue Eyes. I have to end him this turn. You just got done building? Congrats, bro. I have a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament coming up on the 17th if you want to participate, but it only involves normals and rares. Involves it's mostly normals, rares, and other stuff too. Ooh, Spirit Dragon, that's a problem. I need to bait out this card. So this is how I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to bait this baby out. I have multiple cards here to help me bait this out. I also have Witch's Strike here, which may or may not help. I have it in there just in case. Don't move, I know. But I'm baiting this shit out in the most horrible way possible if it hasn't been obvious. Oh, that may have been what I was looking for. It didn't activate. Wow. It didn't activate. If your opponent negates the normal or special summon of a monster or the activation of a card or effect, destroy all cards your opponent controls and in their hands, and it never activated. That sucks. So I will have to end my turn here. I'm probably not going to be joining because my text can't do scrap unless I have the right cards in my hand. You don't know yet what kind of tournament it's all about because you just got here. So give me a moment. After this duel, win or lose, I'll go ahead and show you. I'm mad Witch's Strike did not activate when it should have. That was against Solemn Strike too, which negated it. It's still technically a spell card. Oh, Tyrant Dragon again. This might be ball game though, because unless I get something to help with this, that's it. Yep, that's ball game. 3,400, 2,500, 2,500. That's enough to end the game. Well, might be. I don't know, as it can attack multiple times. I do have this card at level 9. I need a level 10. Yeah, I desperately need a level 9 on here. I need Shen Shen on here. It'll definitely help. Shen Shen would definitely help. Oh, and he got that back too. That might actually seal it, because he attacked with this card. Damn, put my card back? Yup, that's it. Damn. That's the second straight Blue Eyes deck I went up against. I didn't think I was going to run into one that fast. Mr. Blue Eyes, too. He definitely lived up to that name. Oh, shit. Alright. Let's see here who we're up against. Is this another Blue Eyes deck? That would be very crazy. Shard of Greed. What is this? Gold Sarcophagus. What the fuck is this? I want to know what he gonna place in Bandage. I ain't gonna hold you, but they're not gonna show me. Obliterate. Oh, this Exodia. Oh god. D. If this card's normal summon, you can tribute this card and draw 2 cards and it becomes in phase. That is insane, what I'm up against. Huh. Ain't that some shit? Again, my apologies if y'all hearing that shit in the background. I cannot help with that. Oh yeah, we'll bring this up. I would usually put out Baron de Fleur, but I'll put this out for support. Little risky putting out Red Eye Zombie Necro, but why not? Now he's under severe pressure because I have 2 cards here that can pretty much end his existence right here. This one in particular is going to end him. Damn, there's nothing I can do. Well, I can at least do this. And that's end the game still, because it's like, look, he did this to himself. Bam. 1200! He put out Raigeki thinking he was gonna beat me, but no, bro. That's why, that right there, people, is a prime example why this card is banned. Have 800 attack, have 800 life points left, be like, wait a minute, I could just do this instead. Bam. Inflict 1200 damage to your opponent. When your opponent activates a spell or trap, or effect, or a quick effect in this case, you can banish that card, and if you do, you also inflict 1200 damage. So, that card is rightfully banned for me. That's too overpowered, especially when it goes to duels like this where you need it. You need as many life points as you can get. And that's also why I love the card. Now it banishes the card, doesn't negate any of their activations, it only banishes them. So keep that in mind. That's the one out you have with the card. Is if you're facing it, is to where Divine Arsenal AA Zeus Sky Thunder has joined the chat. A motherfucking Zeus. I was just playing me some God of War. How you doing, Lady Goo? My text can't do scrap unless I have the right cards in my hand. Well, AN, don't worry about it, because right after this duel, I'm going to show you exactly how my little event's going to go. I'll go ahead and run it. I'll go ahead and show it again. That way you'll... Oh, we got another Sword Soul! Oh, I'm going to show y'all how my event is going to go. And then after that, you can go ahead and, yeah. You can adjust accordingly. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here. Mayakashi. Mayakashi could work for this. It could potentially work for this. Depends on how you see it. We got another Sword Soul. This is going to be fun. Sword Soul with the zombie versus pure Sword Soul. Sword Soul Tenyi. Let me actually build a Attorney Legal Mayakashi deck. Yep. Okay. This should be his turn, depending on what else he's doing. Now, I got nothing that can stop what he's doing. Not right now. Now, I will say this because I have Zombie World out here. If I get Red Eye Zombie Necro, it's gonna come in handy. It's gonna really come in handy. Because Zombie Necro, I just get to erase his cards, or get to take one of his cards, and then I just get to use it on him. And their cards will still proc, despite them being a... their cards should still proc. Ooh, okay. 2 negators. Okay. So you remember when I went up against the 2 negators and I made it a little bit more harder for the opponent. I made them stress. I made them stress. As he did with my other deck. Got you. Look at the Tenyi, good cards, and that way he can get ready to put a card back in my hand. This man had the set up ready. Pray for me. I need 330 URs and 60 SRs before my deck is done. Good lord. What the hell are you building, Lady Goo? Does he have another Okay, that's 9. 1 minute. I'll be right back. We're having a weird issue with, I don't know why. Now, granted, my mom is out, but for some reason it says Amazon doesn't want to play music. I never understand. I don't understand. So give me a minute. I'm gonna see if I can help with this problem. Guys, I will be right back. I'm trying to figure out the Amazon Alexa problem. So, yeah, I'm going to come right back in a bit when I figure it all out. Okay? I will say thank y'all for being patient. That's where he came from, though.
I know where he came from. Shut your hole. Damn it.
Fucking raise
Okay.
that wolf, that devil.
Hey. You gonna let me talk? I'm gonna force you to have
Go ahead, pull him.
Ew, no. Anyway. The
Oh. That's not good. And what's sad is I don't exactly know where to find the other bottles at. Am I still caught? Right. Let this. What the fuck is going on with this?
Alright, I'm back. Apparently the situation got straightened out. I don't know how it's possible, but Choco, help me explain. Unless y'all have the Amazon Echo, y'all can help me explain this. How is it possible to have an Amazon Echo device connected somewhere else? Like the one we have downstairs in the living room, it said that, oh, we can't play it because it has multiple devices connected. I'm like, how? None of us here has Alexa connected. Now, I don't know how, but from where she was at, it was connected. Like, it's so weird. It is very, very weird. I've never had some shit like that happen before. That's entirely new to me. Now, I did not get the best of hands here. I'm going to save the zombie world for a little later, because I might need it. I did not get the best of hands. I might switch to the Black Rose Dragon deck, though, just to see if I can go for number 100. Yeah, because that's the only reason why I'm still here, is because I'm trying to get number 100 and get this season pass over. This is actually my first one. First time actually going this far in the season pass. So I can't wait to wrap this up and be like, alright, yay, I'm done. So if y'all still here, hopefully after this matchup, hopefully after this I'll be able to show y'all the event, and then y'all be able to you'll be able to see for yourself how it all goes. Flying Sea. Who the fuck? Max C. CCC. Just the card I was looking for, because now I can actually have a reason to sacrifice this. So we're gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do to make this work. I'm trying to get one of these out in the field, so I have my best way of doing this. This is level 2, 7. I guess we can put this out on here, because why not? I'm gonna take away the Pot of Avarice. We're gonna put that to the graveyard. Now by next turn, I should be able to synchro summon. Hopefully. Be level 9, because I got some level 9s out here prepared and ready. I got the Shinshin right here ready. That's what I was preparing for. So that's why I didn't really do much. That's why I didn't really do anything. Because I never got Shinshin on the field yet. Who's this? Tribute for the tribute summon of Performer Power monsters. What I like the most about Zombie World is you can show your flexibility with Zombie World. You can still put out monsters effects even though they'll be zombies. It's pretty damn cool. Tri-Brigade. Okay. Now I could have put out the zombie Necro Dragon, but I'm like, no, I'm good. Honestly, I could definitely put out zombie Necro Dragon right now. Damn, the more that I think about it. But we're just gonna go Shen Shen for now. We're gonna put these cards into banish. That's what we're gonna do. All of them go straight banish. You don't get to see these cards again, damn it. If I'm able to. I'm about to find out. I can't. Damn. For some reason it wouldn't let me. It's weird. Well, at least we're blocking him from doing his summons right now. Can't really do too much. This is bait, because if I would have attacked, he would have been able to place counters on the card. So, I'm not going to attack quite yet. Whoa! This is an interesting card. Any effect damage you would take from your opponent's card is opponent's card effect is inflicted to your opponent instead. Whoa. Okay. Damn, still don't have what I'm looking for. This is battle damage, that's different. Battle damage is entirely different. It's not the same. This deck hates Time Thief. What the hell? If you're still here, Lady Goo, what the hell is Time Thief? I can end this duel right now with the next attack if possible. Cause he still has this thing on attack mode. He didn't summon anything interesting. I need one Soul Sword card and I can end the duel. That's close enough. I'll take that. Nah, I'm not gonna attack. It's bait, bro. It's bait. That is some damn good bait he's putting out. Phenomenal bait. God tier bait. He put in defense mode. Why? It's probably because he doesn't have anything. Baron the Floor right now, if I can get it on the field, depending on this next pull, it will end the duel because it's going to deny this effect. On top of that, I get to pop one of his cards. So that's the card I'm waiting on. That's the magic card for me. Yeah, that's the magic card for me. So we're gonna find out and see who he picking. Still didn't do anything. Just what I was looking for, right on time. Right on time. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna put this out. Heart of the Cards guided me on that one. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Definitely guided me. Game. 1,000? 12,000 exactly. That is game. Oh shit, the burn damage comes into play again. Exactly 1,200 damage. Oh, that is the battle pass. I am done. I am done. Whew! What a way to end the battle pass. I win it off a burn effect. I ain't even have to battle. I was nervous to battle the dude, to be quite honest with you, because it's like, oh shit, he has 2 face downs, what can I do? But turns out, I ain't had to worry about it. 230 gems, that's nice. On top of the 50 that I get coming from the 50 that I'm gonna get coming from here, and the 12 extra UR that I'm gonna get from here too. This is my first time ever maxing out a battle pass. I gotta say, this one was actually pretty fun to max out. This one was not bad, but I finally got this done. There's some pulls I want to see if I can do, but not until I get the there's a card I'm looking for. Would you like to see a deck I'm working on? Absolutely. But as I'm showing you, I haven't forgotten. I wanted to max out the event first, the battle pass first, and now I'm gonna just show exactly what this event's all about. For people that are not on, so people that are not in the event that want to know what this is all about, this is what I'm gonna show. Alright, so this is the event. This is my Yu-Gi-Oh event here. I'll be doing this on November 17th. 2022, November 17th. If you guys are in my Discord channel or in my Guilded, you will get all the updates with what's going on with the hands, traps, any updates that's coming on. So first off, there'll be first and third place, first, second, and third place winners. First place gets $50, a $50 gift card they're choosing. Second place gets a $30 gift card they're choosing, and third place gets a $20 gift card if they're choosing. So first, second, third, gold, silver, bronze, you will get something out of this event. I will not be participating in this event, but I will be giving y'all an example of how the decks are supposed to look like. So, normals and rare cards, I repeat, normal and rare cards, completely open for this event. You're allowed to use as many normals and rares as you want. Field spells, you're only allowed one one field spell. It doesn't matter if it's a normal, rare, SR, and UR. It does not matter. You are only allowed one. Specific URs and SRs will be fully allowed for this event, and it does not fall under the SRs and URs restriction. In this case, it will only be 2 SRs and 2 URs throughout this event that isn't under this list here that I'm about to put out here. So most good abilities are excluded from the restriction that I'm about to name here. You're only allowed one fusion ritual spell, and one fusion spell. So branded fusion, for an example, you are allowed to bring that, but only one. Ritual spell you are allowed to bring, but only one. Doesn't matter of the type. UR, SR spells, traps, and hand traps that are allowed for this event. That are excluded from the restriction. You're allowed to put them in your deck, and it wouldn't be too much of a problem. Ash Blossom, you can only allow 2 Ash Blossoms. Called by the Grieve, you're only allowed to have 1 Called by the Grieve. Effect Veiler, you're only allowed to have 1 Effect Veiler, because it's basically another Ash Blossom, so in a way you have 3 denies. Maxi, you're only allowed 2 Maxis. Lightning Storm 2, Raigeki 2, Monster Reborn 1, Fool's Burial 1, Harpy's Feather Duster 1, Gold Sarcophagus 1, Crossout 1, Infinite Impermanence 2, Forbidden Droplet 1. Yes, 1 Forbidden Droplet. It's I would say it's powerful, more powerful than Infinite Impermanence. Destiny board. If you want to rock Destiny board, you're only allowed 1 Destiny board, and you have to use it wisely. Terraform Metaverse 1, because they're spell searchers. They're field spell searchers. Reinforcement of the army 1. Tuning 2. You're only allowed to have 2 tuning if you want to rock synchros. Trade-in 1 on trade-in, and skill drain 1 on skill drain. Twin Twisters, you're allowed 2 Twin Twisters. Nibiru, you're only allowed 1 Nibiru. So those are the hand traps, spells, and trap cards. Mirror Force, you're allowed. Mirror Force, you're allowed to have 1. Out of any of the Mirror Forces, you're only allowed to have 1. Doesn't matter which version of it, is still 1. Jar and Pot of Greed cards. Jar and Pot of cards. So Jar of Avarice, Pot of Greed, whatever. Pot of Extravagance. I don't care. You're only allowed to have 1 of that card. Dark Sacrifice 1. Swords of Revealing Light just got updated. Just got put on here. 1. You're only allowed 1 of that card. The URs and SR monsters that are allowed in the main deck. You can only have 2 SR and 2 UR monsters. They are your aces, and you must choose wisely. So the Blue Eyes and Red Eyes Black Dragons, those are allowed. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, those are allowed. Galaxy Eyes Afterglow, those are allowed. Cyber Dragon, yes. Eldritch, you're only allowed to have 1 Eldritch. Of course, no matter what, 1 Eldritch, you can't have 2. I'm actually going to update this. I might pick one more UR monster that is allowed. I'm going to say the Dark Magician. Dark Magician is allowed. I would say, I think Elemental Hero Neos would be allowed. If there's any other UR monster that's powerful that you could think of, please let me know, and I will look at adding it if possible. But yeah, so far those are the ones I could think of. For your extra deck, you're only allowed up to have 10 cards in the extra deck. Must be 1 different type of monster, and you cannot have any duplicates. I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna update it. URs, SRs are allowed. Are excluded from this extra deck. I'm gonna say this, are allowed in the extra deck. Yeah, they are allowed in the extra deck, so you're fine. You don't have to touch that. You don't have to worry about any exclusion from there. So these are cards that are banned in the extra deck. You cannot put these cards in here. If I find that you put these cards in there, you will automatically be disqualified. Destiny Hero DPE banned. Baron de Fleur banned. Sword Soul, Qing Ying, and Long Yuan. You just saw me use those cards. They are banned. Blackwing Full Armor Master banned. Hope Harbinger Dragon banned. Cards that have multiple negates. Banish options such as the Quicksling Long Yuan has multiple banish options. Multiple negate options is Baron de Fleur. Actually, it can destroy and negate. So yeah, more of a reason why it's banned. Cards that have multiple burn options, again, the Long Yuan is another point where I'm saying, yeah, that shit has to go. Cards that have multiple burns, whether it's spells, whether it's monsters, whether it's field spells, doesn't matter. They're banned. You cannot, well, they're not banned, but, you know, if there are multiple ways to burn you, they're banned. This list will likely grow, because this will not be the only time I will do a Yu-Gi-Oh event. I will keep doing Yu-Gi-Oh events because these are fun to do. They test everyone's strategy, you know, it makes it fun. The list will likely grow out if we find more cards to balance out this event, but till then, I want you to prepare your decks. And that is the event. If you guys want to participate in this event, you must DM me to let me know, alright, yo, I want to come in. We're gonna do it. So, November 17th is the date. Oops, sorry about that. November 17th is the date for this event. You can DM me on here, on Guilded. You can DM me on Discord. You can DM me on my Twitter. It doesn't matter. Just tell me that you want to participate, and, you know, we can have at it. You have a chance of winning prizes. So, can't be too mad. And that's the whole thing. Alright. Now I'm gonna head back to Master Duel, and you can see, as an example, this is how the event deck list is supposed to look. Rares, normal, rares, normal. My first UR is Eldritch. My first UR limited option is Eldritch. My second UR limited option is Solemn Judgment. Now, Zombie World is here, but Zombie World is a field spell, so it is allowed. You can bring it in. Lightning Storm, I only allow up to two. I only have one. Pot of Avarice, my only pot of card. Terraforming, my only card that my only, like, you know, field spell searching card. Foolish Burial, only one. Monster Born, one. Harpies, one. Raigeki, one. Cross Out, one. Forbidden Droplet, one. Well, yeah, one. Conqueror of the Golden Land, that's a rare, but you're allowed to bring it. You can see it's such a powerful rare, you can only have it as one. You can only have it as one. My only Mirror Force, too. As you can see, this is my extra deck. Celestial Double Star Shaman, the Archfiend Zombie Skull, the Black Rose Dragon, the Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon, the Stardust Dragon, the Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, the Draco Berserker of the Tenyi, the Mist Worm, the Virtual World Chibi Shenshin, who I tried to put out earlier, but I couldn't do it. And of course the Ruddy Rose Dragon to round out all 10 cards of my extra deck. So yeah, you gotta use them wisely, prep yourself properly, and that's really just it. You're allowed to have as many max cards as you want. If you feel like your max needs to be 60 cards, have at it. If your max needs to be 40, have at it. It's up to you. I don't care how many cards you put in, but what I care about is the restrictions of specific cards, why I had to do it, how powerful, how non-powerful they are. So yeah, there you go. This is what your event deck list should be looking similar to when it goes to SRs, URs, and whatever. Should be mostly, you know, normals and rares, if you can help it. Let me see how much I actually do have. I should have some left. Okay, I have 22. Damn. So I actually do need to spend something. There's a card I'm trying to look for. I'm trying to get. We got 2 days left, so if y'all haven't gotten anything out of this pack, now's your time to get some stuff out of this pack. It's a very good pack. The Sword Soul pack, that's where I got most of the monsters from. Yes, Cyber Dragon is absolutely free. Lady Goo, you're absolutely allowed, bro. Have at it. Send me the deck list that you got in mind. I want to see. Okay, you put it out. Okay, I'll check it out right. I'll check it out right now. Soon as we're done, literally as soon as we're done. I'm thinking about getting the Dragon Maid because Dragon Maid's pretty damn powerful too, and I haven't got him yet. Yeah, Dragon Maid is stupid powerful in its own right. Especially this card. This card's a problem. Choco beat this card yesterday and I was so surprised. Save your game? How can I save my game, bro? It's online only. You mean save your gems? Why? I thought it was powerful. The flow killer, brain killer. The fuck? Ooh. Okay. Of course I see, what's the name here? You're lucky that's not banned. I should ban it, but I'm not going to, because it's not as useful as it once was. I said gems, save your gems. Sharu gets killed by Dragon Bruiser. Okay. Well. Oh well. Recontract Universe. I do need some new, XYZ cards, so I might take a look at these too. Gaga magician. Feel like we're back in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, man. I still don't have Utopia yet either. Utopia is pretty fucking powerful if you've seen what Utopia has done to me as of late. And his other card, so yeah. DDD's a big help. Yeah, I just might go after Utopia. Baba Booey. Nova, what's good? Right on time, too, damn. Nova, I'm doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Event. I don't know if you want to participate, but I'm doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Event. Yeah, I just might go after the Recontract Universe. I actually might do this. Zeal weapons that support it. Quickly summon an XYZ monster to equip it with a ZW suited to your opponent. Do I go after this? Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray. I'm looking at the Utopia cards. That's what I'm looking at. Yes, put in Baron de Fleur. It's probably the most arguably the most powerful freaking synchro monster you can have. Do a 10-pack. Y'all want me to do a 10-pack or do y'all want me to do the structure deck? If I do a 10-pack, it's gonna be Newborn Dragon because it's the best one out right now. I'm not doing Master Pack. Actually, you know what? I could do Master Pack. I could actually do a Master Pack because I do need some new cards. I know I'm just busy. Just got done with Bayonetta 3. Now you're on to Sign Frontiers. Gotta work. Hey, bro. Yeah, you definitely busy. We're all gonna be busy with that. Baron de Fleur, Lady Goo. Baron de Fleur. That's why I banned it for a reason. It's a nasty card. Anytime that card's in the field, it puts immediate pressure on the opponent to avoid it. It's negate. And if they can't destroy it, turn 1 is going to destroy its own card. Is going to destroy your opponent's cards. That's how powerful Baron de Fleur is. So yes, grab that card. So alright, so I'm gonna leave it to y'all. If y'all want me to do a 10-pack pull, right? Do I do the Newborn Dragon? Because I'm gonna let y'all know right now, Newborn Dragon is 10 days left, and I recommend y'all go after this card. Go after Sword, Soul Sinister, Sovereign, Quickslinging, Long. It's a powerful card for in general use. In general use, it is very, very powerful. You saw me use this card. You can banish if your opponent special summons a monster, except during the damage step, you can banish one of those monsters and you inflict 1,200 damage. And the same can be said if you activate a spell or trap or effect. You can also banish the card. This is used for a support card, and it's nasty for a support card. Now, you mentioned Barrel Dragon. There's Barrel and Dragon. And of course, there's the Zombie Vampire. I remember seeing this before. It's a nasty card too. It's good if y'all want to go y'all zombie route. I had this card before, but then I got rid of it because I didn't want it. Alright, so which one do y'all want me to do? Newborn Dragon or Master Pack? Master Pack is completely random. I have no idea what the fuck I'm going to get, but I know what I'm going to get out of Newborn. No, I'm not doing Cosmic Ocean because I didn't like it. I was not a fan of Ice Jade. I'm not a fan of Mariness. Marincess. I'm not a fan. He did this on a Flu player? Flandreese player? Oh shit. Arc Rebellion. Oh, yo, I actually had this card. Holy shit, 19,200 damage? What the hell was you doing? If this XYZ summon card cannot be destroyed by card effects, detach one material from this card gains attack equal to the total original attack of all other monsters on the field. If this card has a dark exceed monster's material, negate the effects of all other face-up monsters on the field. Holy shit. After this effect resolves, you cannot declare attacks with other monsters for the rest of this turn. You can only use the effect of Rock Rebellion Dragon once per turn. That's a nasty card. You use that on the King of Games thing. That is a nasty card. He's good in Black Wings. Black Wings is, by the way, Blackwing Full Armor Master I had to ban. Gave me no choice. Now, if that card you showed me if that card is easy to summon, which it definitely does look easy to summon, I will have to ban it. But I have to find out during the event. If that card is easy to summon, I will ban it during the event. Alright, so again, I'm gonna ask y'all this question: the Newborn Dragon pack or the Master Pack? Which one y'all want me to do a 10-pack pull on? Take y'all pick. These gems are getting burned either way. These gems are getting burned either way. Y'all want me, okay, Lady Goo, you said Newborn, Nova, and Fuyu. If y'all still here, do y'all want me to go Newborn or do y'all want me to go Master Pack? Yvonne, if you're still here, y'all want me to go Newborn or do you want me to go Master Pack? Master Pack is completely random. I don't know what I would get. Newborn. 2 votes say Newborn. If I get another branded fusion, I'ma fucking laugh, by the way. Reed Raptor. Master Pack. Nova said Master Pack. 1 vote say Master Pack. 2 votes say Newborn. Now, I don't know if Yvonne is still here. If he is, he can either be a tiebreaker or he can pretty much end the whole thing. Ride Raptor is also good. Shit. So I'm going to give him a little bit while longer. Then after that, I'll make the choice of what I'm going to do. You know, it'll confirm the choice. Do you know about the new battle pack that's coming out? No, I do not. What about the new battle pack that's coming out? Alright, well, Yvonne's not answering. I'm going to say Newborn. We're going to do a 10-pack pull on Newborn. Let's find out and see what we get. Dark form of Crystal Beast? Ooh, interesting. Alright, well, let's see what we get. Start opening. Vampire Fascinator, okay. I got another form of that. Tons of SRs. Yep. We're gonna find out. See what we get. Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I'm getting rid of it. I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't know why they hyped that shit up as if I was gonna get another SR. Ooh, this is a great card. I was just looking at this too on Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one Ghost Fusion card, Ghost Fusion from your deck to your hand. During the end phase, if this card is currently banished and was banished during this turn, you can take one level 2 or lower zombie tuner from your deck, either add it to your hand and send it to the graveyard. Add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. You can only use the effect of Ghost Wyvern, the Underworld Dragon, once per turn. That's perfect for Shiranui support. Shiranui Spectral Sword will love this card. Ghost Trick or Treat. Halloween is over, motherfucker. I'm getting rid of that, by the way. That's not staying. Uh-oh, SR. Who we getting? Ooh! Brandon Fusion again! Oh, shit. That's like my third Brandon. That's my second or third Brandon Fusion, bro. I had one crafted. That's my Brandon Fusion list right there. Dragon, Necro, and another Soul Dragon. I'm going to keep that. I think that's my second one. Let me see what this is with the Mystical Elf White Lightning. When a monster your opponent controls activates its effect, while you control a level 5 or higher normal monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if you do, you negate that effect. During your opponent's battle phase, you can target one normal monster in your either graveyard and special summon to the field. And if you do, all monsters your opponent controls must attack that monster this turn. If able, while you control it, you can use the effect of Mystical Elf White Lightning once per turn. I might keep this. Bro, I literally just talked about, bro, what would happen if I get another Branded Fusion and I fucking get it anyway. That is absolutely insane. That's funny as fuck. More Top Share. Top Share is a good card. So, it's a good searcher. Oh, we got another SR. I'm sorry, I got another UR. Okay, so I got a card I can get rid of for material because I don't use Odd Eyes, period. I'm sorry. At all. I don't use Pendulum. I don't use Odd Eye I don't use Pendulums if my life depended on it. Whoa, 3 SRs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa! Whoa! What a pull we're getting here. So we got one more. That sounds like to me I'm getting me some material off of this. White Knight of Dogmatica I might keep around. Silver Rocket Dragon I might keep around. But the I don't do Blue Eyes anymore. I used to do Blue Eyes when the game started out, but now I just don't want it anymore. It's too fucking simple. Jet Dragon is very good though. It does help out. Do you know about Project Ignis? Yes, you showed me. I picked Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega over Project Ignis. That is a great list of stuff here that we got off this. Alright, so let's see. This is going bye-bye. That I may or may not keep. It depends. I have one of these already, so I might get rid of that for material. Get rid of these two for material. I'm probably going to keep that around. I'm definitely going to keep this around. It's going to go to my zombie deck. Dictator D is going to go bye-bye. These two, I don't Ghost Trick at all. I don't Ghost. I don't Ghost. You can now delete multiple decks at once and connect to the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG database account to import and export. Whoa! Whoa! You can now delete multiple decks at once and connect to a Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG database account and to import and export decks directly from the game. That's pretty damn cool. Whew! What a fucking pull we got here. It's a shame because some of these we got. If anything, I would have definitely see what Barrel Savage Dragon be all about, but I'm not gonna get that. Azure and the Ivory is straight up Blue Eyes. I don't want to go Blue Eyes, not anymore. Like I said, I'm done with Blue Eyes. I don't want any more out of Blue Eyes. I wonder if they mean Neuron. That's the only one at the top of top of my head. Probably. Or let's look at the obtained order. I'm getting rid of some of this stuff I have no use for. Extra material, thank you. Damn, that's it. Okay. I don't know why they had it like that, but okay. Yeah, I'ma definitely keep this around until I see otherwise. This one I may or may not delete. I don't know how to feel about this. Because like I said, this is still normal. This is still Blue Eyes related. Baron de Fleur, yeah, well, you think that. You think it'll beat it, but well, it's your choice, bro. I mean, I personally don't think so, but you might feel differently. I will say what makes this card very powerful already. You can attack 3 fucking times. It's like, damn. It has. I've been beating her before. Oh, okay. Then shit. You should be fine. That's my 3rd branded fusion. I'm keeping that around. There's a thing called a kaiju. You're right. There is a kaiju, but you have to hope you get it out in the field fast enough before Baron de Fleur wipes your shit off the map entirely. I've been using brandeds too, which has been pretty fucking fun for me right now. I guess I'll just, yeah, like I said, I don't go straight, bro. I can't. I don't go straight. I'm not a fan. I'm only keeping one of these. I don't want more. Well, just in case. You know, yeah, I'll actually keep this. Dogmatica, I'm looking at using these at some point too. I don't see her till like gold rank. Yeah, well, you're fine if you won't catch her till gold rank. All right, I have stuff to work with this. I have 97 SR, 42 URs. That means I only got shot for 1 good UR that I can think of. And this is where I'm a little worried because I don't know what UR I want now. I could go one with the Destiny board, but nah, I'm good. Destiny board can get fucked up real quick. I'll do that when I'm joking around and when I want to fuck around, but not when we're close to a new season pass and when there's probably going to be a new event coming up. And I want to go something different. I have to add that in there. Fuck it, that's my 3rd one. I might go to branded fusion route again. I might just get another mirror jade on here, but I don't know. Or I could go XYZ again. You know what? I think that's probably what I want to do. I'm looking. See, I want to go XYZ again. The more black wings are coming out in the next pack. Shit. You want black wings up the ass again? See, this is what I really want. Where's my Galaxy Eyes Photon support, bro? This is what I really want. And it's like nowhere to be found. In my opinion, they don't get enough Like they don't get enough support. Not more than they should. For who? One card for who? Galaxy, again, that's not enough. That is not enough. That's not enough support. You can't in good conscience tell me that's enough to help put Galaxy Eyes over the top when it's not. Black Wings don't get anything? Yeah, they got full armor master. That's a nasty card. Put that bitch in the right hands. It's gonna start wrecking shop. I've went up against it a couple times. I still don't know how to beat it. It's not as annoying, but I don't know how to beat it. $38 and $97. That ain't enough to put it over the top. That's not enough to put it over the top. $38. I love Hope Harbinger, but that can be beaten pretty damn easily. Oh, what the hell is number 97 you're talking about? This? I mean, yeah, I guess. I keep forgetting to put this on here. Yeah, I know that. Okay, look at number 100. Okay. I only think I have 100. Yeah, I don't have 100. I have 107. I have 1000. Is 100 not in the game? I have 99. We see 99. Is 100 not in the game? Or am I just missing it? Go down? Okay. It says the yellow dragon, just go down. This one? Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card. This card gains attack equal to the combined ranks of all XYZ monsters currently on the field until the end of your opponent's turn. When this card is destroyed by card effect, you can destroy as many monsters in the field as possible. Then each player sets one spell or one trap from their graveyard to the field. When an opponent's monster declares an attack while this card's in your graveyard, you have no cards in your hand or field, you can special summon it. Whoa. Okay. And you say you combo that with number 99. Do I even have number 99? I hope I do. I have 67 Harp Harbinger, number 90. Combo that combo with 99 and one hit kill. Like my dragon, blues also played. Oh shit. So you combo that with this one, right? That's what you mean? This one I've seen a couple times. This one's pretty damn destructive. I might consider it. I don't know. If I ever want to go Galaxy Eyes Photon again, I'll definitely consider it. My only problem, of course, with Galaxy Eyes Photon, which y'all can easily see, is I brick so easily when it goes to this, because it's just that. It's a brickable deck. Wait, it's more brickable than my zombie deck. It's way more brickable. That's why I don't run it as much. I'll run it sometimes. All dragons brick. Shit. Even my Black Rose Dragon, I'm bricking. And I love Black Rose Dragon, but I've been bricking. So far, my only favorite thing so far is just going synchro monsters. That's it. That's been my favorite thing at the moment. Straight up synchro. But yeah, I will end it from here. I will see what I can do with some of these cards. But you think of the birds? Your birds are fucking powerful. I know that for a fact. Like I said, guys, if y'all want to tune in for the event, the Yu-Gi-Oh event that I will be doing November 17th, where once again you will get prize money. If y'all want to participate, just DM me and let me know. If y'all want to hop in for the event, it's gonna be a very fun event. Normals and rares are mostly allowed for this event. There are a couple URs, couple SRs that are excluded, so you can add them into your deck because they don't really affect the game all that much compared to, say, a powerful card like the ones we've been talking about here. You gonna stream God of War on Thursday? Hey, enjoy it. I may or may not get it. Depends on if I know I'm gonna get paid from Ticketmaster. If Ticketmaster refunds my money, if they refund my $100 that I was supposed to get from them, if they refund my $100, I'm getting the game. Like, no questions asked. I'm buying the game. But yeah, that'll be it. I'm gonna give y'all my schedule throughout the rest of the week one more time. This is my schedule throughout the rest of the week. Devil May Cry, 5:30. Wrestling night, same thing. You know, 8 o'clock, 8:30. Thursday, anime night, 1 p.m. Movie night, 8:30 p.m. Yakuza Kiwami 2, Friday, 5:30 p.m. And of course, football being football. You know, 12:30. You know, we gotta tune in for that shit as always. Till then, let me check and see right now who is streaming. Who do we show love to? Who do we raid? You know what I mean? Let me go ahead and take a good look. Let's take a good look. Oh, I know exactly who I want to raid. We're gonna be raiding some people I actually just met yesterday. They're very, very cool. We're gonna be raiding Yukihana Draws. They're playing Halo Infinite right now. They're just chilling out with Halo Infinite. They're like a dual VTuber streamer kind of thing. Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon is next in the set. Ooh, okay. Enjoy that, Odd Eyes. Yeah, Yukihana Draws are they are the streamers that we will be, you know, raiding. They're one half. They're like male and female. They do co-streams with one another. Yuki does the drawing, and the Oni guy, he does the gaming. So till then, we're gonna go check them out, see what's going on. I'm gonna go and show them some Phantom love. Every second, every minute, and every hour y'all spend with me is every second, every minute, and every hour. I'm so blessed and so very thankful for. Check out the guild if y'all not in there. Check out the Discord if y'all are not in there. And till then, I will see y'all tomorrow for Devil May Cry 5. If we continue playing in the story, we're gonna continue playing on normal difficulty. Last one I played on easy because I never really played a Devil May Cry game before. So this time it's on normal. But yeah, till then, bye guys. Later.